Hi, my name is Shatavia Elder, and I am a team member here at the Atlanta History Center. This year, due to the COVID pandemic, we are celebrating and commemorating the Juneteenth holiday in a virtual way. So, to start off this conversation, I have invited my own son, Landon. Hi, Landon.
Hi, Mom.
So, Landon, tell us a little bit about what you know of Juneteenth.
Juneteenth is the first African American holiday that we know so far. It celebrates the first time the African Americans got out of being enslaved.
Wow, nice job. And if you recall, this was during the time of a war. Which war?
I think it's the Civil War.
Okay, the Civil War, and it was between who and what were they fighting about?
The South and the North. The South wanted slavery and the North did not, so they had to fight.
Nice job. I love the summary. And there was so much more to this war. You know, during this particular war, Black people actually participated in it to fight for their freedom as well.
Wow.
Exactly. Some of them were spies, nurses, stretcher bearers, also like soldiers, like the USCT or the United States Colored Troops. You know, this war went on for over 4 years, and during this time, there was a document that was signed, and it was called the Emancipation Proclamation. What is it called?
Emancipation Proclamation.
Oh, good job, buddy. The Emancipation Proclamation was in 1863, and it was ordered to let all the slaves basically become free. However, a lot of people tried to keep it on the hush. They didn't want the slaves to know about it. And then it took over maybe about 2 more years or so before the word continued to travel. The word of freedom finally made its way to Galveston, Texas in 1865.
Wow.
Exactly. So can you imagine hearing about your freedom for the very first time, how you would feel? Like, how would you feel?
Happy.
And talking about celebration, there's so many things that come to mind. Landon, when you think about a celebration, what comes to your mind?
Music. You can't have a good party without music.
Oh my goodness, music. You're absolutely right. Yes. Great African American musicians like the trombone player Joe Nanton, known as Tricky Sam, and Edward Ellington, known by the world as the Duke, a great pianist that directed his own full orchestra. These musicians and others definitely know how to celebrate freedom.
How about dancing? You can't have a party without dancing either.
You're absolutely right. And when I think about great dancers, I often think about Misty Copeland. Misty was the first African American principal ballerina of the American Ballet Theater, who has amazed audiences doing her performances as Firebird.
Mom, reading about Mrs. Copeland leaping like a bird makes me remember the book you used to read to me at bedtime. Our children can soar.
You're absolutely right. African Americans in this country have never let their circumstances limit their greatness or their achievements. And each person paves the way for the next. And if it's okay with you, I would like to read a little bit of a story with you.
It's okay.
Perfect. Ruby learned, so Martin could march. Martin marched, so Thurgood could rule. Thurgood ruled, so Barack could run. Barack ran, and he won. But he wasn't the first. Even Barack Obama stood on the shoulders of people that came before him, which reminds me of this particular story here, the slave who went to Congress. It's about Benjamin Turner. He was actually one of the first African Americans to be elected into the United States Congress. Benjamin, he knew his value, and he also was a strong proponent for freedom. He led troops during the Civil War, and later during his time as a congressman, he made sure that diverse perspectives were valued at the table. You know, there's one part of this book that I definitely want to read. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
You have to remember that Mr. Turner was a congressman in the 1800s, so this was a long time ago. Here in the book it reads, "It meant walking the road to a freedom where the rights of all former slaves would be protected, matter of law. For the time being, though the chains of slavery were unlocked, we remained tethered. We were free in the eyes of the law, but still enslaved by others' beliefs." We hope that you have enjoyed our virtual programming and conversation today about Juneteenth. Anything you want to add, Landon?
Yes. If you like reading, keep watching our videos and don't forget to subscribe.